so easy when you know how. When you know how. Though you may not know now, it's so easy when you know how.
When you know how. To button a button, zip a zipper, tie a tie or a scarf, or your shoelaces. All easy to do if you can see. But for kids growing up with vision problems, zippers, buttons, belts, and ties can be huge challenges. To meet those challenges, a program began in 2006, created by an arts educator, Nina Levant, Associate Director of Art Education for the Blind, and Brian Muni, an occupational therapist and a singer and songwriter. The result, Dressing for Success, a collaboration of Art Education for the Blind and Educational Vision Services, a pilot program in 2 Brooklyn public schools to help kids who are blind or visually impaired feel the self-confidence that comes from mastering basic skills of dressing. Dressing for Success culminated with a celebration and a fashion show at Brooklyn's Borough Hall. Students paraded their new skills before teachers, parents, and Borough President Marty Markowitz.
Welcome to the PS102 and I-448 Dressing for Success program. My name is Irving Blast. I am a 4th grader at PS102. In the last few months, we have been working with Brian Muni and Nina Levant on our daily living skills, such as tying, buttoning, grooming, lacing, buckling, zippering.
Now teachers from PS102 and I-448 will be introducing their students while they model their work during Dressing for Success fashion show.
So without further ado, I present class 609 in the fall 2007 fashion show. Leading our fashion show, we have the attractive Romeo, wearing the latest buttoned applique vest. He sports a safari hat that enables him to search for more winning looks.
Why is it important for kids like this to learn how to dress appropriately?
It gives them a sense of being like other kids, okay, and it gives them a sense of pride. It's nice to know that you can brush your own hair and zip your own zipper. You don't have to ask somebody else to do it for you.
Have you seen a big change in how they dress when they come to school?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And they feel pride in what they wear, and they try to come in neat, and they really try hard to zipper themselves and tie their own shoes and brush their own hair.
Saul said he had the most fun making this hat. Next, we have Melissa. Melissa is wearing a lovely fedora. Melissa says that the easiest thing that she learned to do was combing her hair.
The expression on their faces when they say, "Miss Kay, I was able to tie my shoe," was just like so heartwarming, because these kids, they have trouble manipulating their fingers to be able to move the laces, and Brian came in and he sang them songs and he worked with them, and it's just amazing what these kids can do now after just a few months of working with them. And the kids love the program. They always ask, "Brian and Nina coming today?" So they really did make a very big impact on our children's lives.
What is it that you're teaching them about why it's appropriate or why it's important for them to learn how to dress?
Well, everyone should be able to dress themselves independently. A lot of the boys had no clue what to do with a tie, or even, wearing a shirt with buttons. Most of the time they have on t-shirts. And, to dress appropriately for different functions. Like our children today came dressed beautifully. Very different from when they come to school every day. And I think, too, the way you present yourself really helps the self-esteem for some of our children also. So I will now put on my hat as I introduce my group. First, we have Wade Eberson, who is definitely ready to hit one out of the park in his wonderful decorated hat. think it was a wonderful experience for them. They learned many social skills, which is something that they don't usually do on a daily basis. Vision students very often they come from the school bus into the house, and just being able to communicate with others and being able to dress for success, which is what the program is about, and knowing what the term itself means. They learn social skills, they learn table manners, etiquette. They also learned fashion style, which they did not know anything about at this time. And they were also very capable of doing different things, the cutting, pasting, gluing, and decorating their own hats. It's such a wonderful experience to be independent and to be able to do things on your own. And we're so very proud of them, and they are going to dress for success for life. I know that. I'm very enthusiastic, and I want to welcome the world and introduce our wonderful program. Up first is one of our wonderful models, Juana, who's wearing a lovely white chiffon dress. She's a sixth grader wearing a beautiful princess hat.
The goals of the project are twofold. One is teaching basic dressing skills, zippering, buttoning for all the kids, tying the scarves, tying neckties, understanding appropriate attire for different occasions, casual and formal, and then also understanding fashion and self-expression through fashion and what fashion is about. Brian Muni, who is an exceptional occupational therapist and a songwriter, wrote songs for every dress and task. There was a song for zippering, a song for belting and buckling, a song for lacing, a song for tying. What those songs did is they broke a process of, say, lacing in a sequence of easy movements that could be repeated.
To tie a lace, it takes two ends. Cross them, hold them, and drop one in. And when one ends up, the other's down. Now pull them and practice till you know how. So easy when you know how.
A lot of the educators were thrilled that we took on this task of teaching kids how to dress, because it is something that is easily overlooked, because parents and even teachers have a routine of, you know, if the kids can do it themselves, you just quickly help them. And it's a routine that goes on into junior high.
Well, we learned, how to tie our shoes or tie on with the buttons, how to put on a tie. It was a lot of fun learning all of it.
Well, I learned how to tie a scarf. Well, me, I learned how to tie my tie. I always know how to tie my shoes. And that's it.
I know to do zippering.
Well, I learned how to design a scarf and hats.
I learned how to put on the belts. And how to zipping up your pants.
Sometimes when you go to a party, you dress all nice. Then sometimes when you just go into school, you just dress regular.
The Dressing for Success celebration at Brooklyn Borough Hall was honored by a visit from Marty Markowitz, Borough President. He joined with the students in the spirit of the event, sporting his own decorative headwear.
All of you are unique, and the hats and clothes you made for this event today are beautiful. This event reminds all of us that even if you're not obsessed with fashion, your clothes really make a difference. They really do, by the way. No matter what your personal style, there's a way to dress that shows you're serious about succeeding, I have to tell you. There's a way to dress that shows you've got self-respect and that you demand to be respected by others. Let me wish you all well. Thank you for visiting us at Brooklyn Borough Hall.
Belting and buckling, good things to do. They keep our pants from falling to our shoes, yes. And all you do is push the belt end in, double back, pull the slack, push the pin through. So easy when you know how.